sewer scope. Jetty Avenue, Lincoln City. Okay. Looks like we have the beginning of a very minor root intrusion. That would be right underneath where these bushes are here in the front yard. Let's see. Pass it through a few times. Could just be stuff stuck on that edge right there. It's very minor. If it's a minor root intrusion, it's oh, okay, we're already in the main, I think. That definitely. Nope, maybe not. Okay. Won't take very long to get there because it should be right out in the street. Uh-oh. Alright. That it's interesting. I see one tiny little root. I see a slightly misshapen shape to this pipe. If you look at it, it doesn't look 100% round. And that looks like a tiny root coming in at the top. And obviously you can tell by the direction the water is dripping that is the top of the pipe. So it looks like there's a small crack in the top of the pipe where a small root has gotten in and groundwater or rainwater is dripping into your sewer line. that entire thing cracked right there? Okay. Alright, so on the right here you see this black line right here. I'm going to pull it back. It appears the entire thing is dripping. What you have is a crack. This black line looks like a crack on the top of the line. I see water. Very hard to see, but there's water pulsing or coming through here. Like water is kind of seeing one dripping from there.
So they have a crawl space access in the brush.
It's hidden behind a bunch of stuff?
It's behind the barbecue, so we just moved it out of the way.
Okay, yeah. Sure, great. Wonderful.
Right?
Yep.
How's this looking?
There's a crack in it. And it runs, and it's along the top of the pipe. There's a very thin crack, and in several places you can kind of see the black line running down, and in several places you can groundwater or rainwater is dripping into the sewer line.
Really?
Yeah, it's a very thin, thin line. I'll show you if you want. You might want to come take a look here real quick. I'll pull it back to the start point. See right here, you see this black line running right there like that? Yeah. That's a crack. Okay. This is a small root has made its way through, and this is where water is dripping in. Okay. Now if you follow it along, you see that line keeps going. And if you watch it, there's kind of water kind of pulsing through it. In a few other places it drips actually. And there's the line is still going, still going, still going. And there's another drip in it right there. See?
Yeah.
So that's that crack, that little black line there is a crack that runs along the top of that line. Yes, it is a chute. It goes all the way through to there. Looks like that. And now it disappears. Okay. And besides that, there was one minor root intrusion further up, which is like a tiny little thready root, just like the one you just saw. Coming through one joint, which would have been right underneath all this stuff right here. Okay. I'm gonna keep going down here. It's not crushed or anything, it's just kind of, this is a newer section right here. And this was probably the drop in into the main right here, I would guess, money. And, oh, almost. I'm going some twists and turns. And that looks like it. There we go. You can see the water flowing below me right here. We're at the sewer. We're at the city main right there. That's the drop into the city main. Okay. And you can see much larger pipe and the water flowing below. We're at the city main now. So I'm going to stop. I did stop and get good footage of the crack.